Portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by HMG. Well, with the new year upon us, so many of us have set out to conquer our New Year's resolution for wellness in 2022, right? Here to tell us more about how to reach our goals in a safe and healthy way is HMG Primary Care and Sports Medicine physician, Dr. Emily Campbell. And Dr. Campbell, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I think we all have such good intentions. You know, this year, this is going to be the year we're going to succeed. But something always happens right around February or March, you know? Yes. I don't know what it is. So what's some advice to maybe get there this year?
Sure, yes. So at first, I think we just have to step back and say, can we believe we're at 2022? I mean, these 2 years have just flown by, the pandemic. We're just really in a new world. You know, we really are from where we were before. And I think we have to honor that before we go and step in to try to make the same old decisions with the same old mindset, you know? So the first thing first is just taking stock of, you know, being okay with where you are and that you're here and that you're healthy and that, you know, your loved ones. I mean, lots of people have had lots of suffering this year and last year. And so just being okay with where you are and then deciding what is it that I think I can do so I can help myself the most to bring health to myself, my family, my community. So I think there probably is a little bit more of a reorientation this time than maybe in the past years, you know. So I think just being okay with that and not giving you know, too much pressure on ourselves, I think is our first step.
So giving ourselves a little grace.
Yes.
And I think we've all really thought about priorities, and all of a sudden too, our health has become like we realize, like we've taken it for granted, and now it's really time to focus on good health.
It really is. And, you know, and not to go back to the pandemic, but that's just what we're swimming in it, right? We're still in it. And we know that with the virus, chronic disease such as hypertension and diabetes and obesity and these things actually make us more risky to get the virus, like the more poor outcomes. So that goes back to our health and what can we do now to help maybe make changes, make decisions that put us in a better way, that should we unfortunately get the virus or just any sickness, that we're going to be in a better foot if we have to, you know, endeavor upon that. So it is necessary to stop, say, what can I do to help change those things that maybe aren't working for me right now, and, you know, seek help. You know, talk to your physician. If you realize that you're at a high risk in, you know, a category, that would be a great opportunity to start talking to your doctor or other people who make decisions and have lifestyles that you look at and say, I think that might be what I need to do for myself. You know, ask those people, what do they do? What are some of the decisions they make? What are some of the habits they have that help them lead toward that healthier lifestyle?
And you kind of broke it down for us into 3 sort of great categories that we can kind of focus on for an overall achievement of good wellness.
Yes, and I like to have people visualize a triangle of decision and health and wellness. And the bottom of that triangle is really the support that helps everything above it, and that's sleep. So sleep leads to better nutrition to better motion, and then we go up the triangle. And so if we think about it in that way and visualize it in that way, then it helps us understand that all these things are connected, and that if we are better slept, we can make better decisions throughout our day as far as quality nutrition and quality motion, and then that actually feeds back into better sleep. And all of that will feed back into better health and wellness.
So it comes full circle.
Comes full circle.
Full pyramid. So we're starting with our sleep.
Right.
And you recommend, of course, getting adequate sleep and getting good sleep.
Yes, and it's hard, right? We're overwhelmed, we're overstressed, we have so much to do, we don't feel like we have time to do it. We have our devices that just suck us in and give us a momentary relief of all that, but then they also can kind of take from us as well. So trying to minimize that blue light exposure, you know, blue light decreases the suppression of melatonin in the brain. And so if you're on your phone late at night, it actually will probably disrupt your ability to go to sleep. We over-caffeinate because we are so tired. And so then we keep getting woken up because we're over caffeinated, and, you know, and then just the general stress and thoughts. You know, I have a lot of patients who just talk about that tape that just rolls and rolls in the mind, all the thoughts that you haven't thought about all day because you're so busy. And then the only time that it finds you is when you finally rest, and then all you can do is think. So it's like trying to find a space to just be quiet and allow some of those thoughts to roll through before you lay down. All those things are super important to try to, get a better sleeping pattern down.
And Dr. Campbell, we're almost out of time, but you also talked about nutrition and movement and how those play a role.
Yes, and if we decide that we're going to choose real food, we don't pull up to the fast food window, that we try to be prepared, set yourself up for success, try to do small things. We underestimate the power and the impact of small decisions, small choices throughout the day. Everything doesn't have to be so big. When it's big, it's overwhelming. And so we just have to make small decisions that will lead up into better decisions every single day, and then you'll get a better outcome in the end.
Taking us full circle. Some great advice. Thank you so much for joining us as we head on into the new year, 2022. I like how you said give yourself a little grace. It's important. Hey, if you want to read more about these tips as we head into 2022, you can always check out the website, holstonmedicalgroup.com. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by HMG.